met you right here in the flesh.
I can't even think.
I've had you here for 5 days, but for some reason in the studio, it feels different. Do you see the swirl of energy, the whirlpool that we've created in this place already?
I see the swirls. I see the energy. I feel the energy.
I'm going to get sucked into the floor in a second if this thing goes any faster.
God, can we slow it down? Fuck the vibes in here. Immaculate.
Kimmy, how have things changed in your mind since leaving 6 months ago? You're back in New York City. You're better than ever.
Well, shit. Everything is...
Dylan's hot now.
Dylan's hot. What happened?
I don't know. Everybody's been making fun of him, and I don't know if they're just jealous or if they're fueling him to get hotter.
They're jealous.
They're
jealous of you, Dylan. You're fine. He winked at me.
He winked. It infuriated me for some reason.
It made me angry.
I didn't like the wink. Dylan, you got to do less. The less you do, the hotter you are, baby boy. Everybody.
This is 100% the truth. I'm telling Dylan this right now. We were hanging out after Comedy Fight Club. He was sitting next to me, and I was literally looking at him, and I was like, he is so fine. But then he talked. And then, how old are you? 22. That's why. He's hot. He's just 22.
He needs to.
It's not his fault. He doesn't need to do anything. He'll be hot. We were all annoying.
Right, but as a hot 22-year-old, you'll do well to just be hot in the corner.
Be quiet. You're going to get so much. And it's not even me saying anything about our friendship or your personality. It's just me as a friend telling you you're going to get so much more pussy if you say less.
You look mysterious if you don't say anything.
You do.
You got to let the mystery hang a little bit.
Buy a book. Don't even read it. Just make sure it's not upside down when it's open.
Just honestly leave it hanging out of like
your bag
your
and
purse.
say nothing. And if a girl looks at you, don't even smile. Just look, smirk, and look away.
Mm-hmm. That's our advice for you today, Dylan. Thank you.
The best advice, Dylan, I could say for you is say less because you're hot.
Dylan, you're dismissed.
Now you two scums.
Aw, babies.
I know, they're so cuties.
Frank literally gave up his entire life for us last night.
Frank gave us his bedroom last night. He gave us his bed, and we really appreciate him for that.
We really did.
Francis, you've got
Kim got to sleep in it. I got sent to Krusty Harrington's room.
Francis, you've got the nicest room in the Hype House.
I got sent to Harrington's crust bed.
The guys are so sweet. I got to tell you, you go to the Hype House, they make sure you have everything you want. You may leave with hepatitis from the floors, but it's actually really clean.
It's really clean except for Mike's room.
Mike's room is bad. Mike's room is bad.
The rest of the place is pretty spotless,
The rest of the boys' rooms, I don't know. I didn't see the other room of
the guy that we don't know.
The stranger?
Yeah.
Who I walked in and I was like, who's my baby in here? And he was like looking at me and I was like, oh, I don't know you. But the rest of the guys are so clean. Francis's room, spotless.
Spotless. And can I say cozy?
Cozy.
He's just got fluff all over the place. The man likes some fluff.
The man lives the way you think the man would live.
The fluffy blanket, the fluffy rug.
Yes.
Good pillows on Frank's bed, I'll tell you that.
Eric's bed?
Eric's bed is great. I love laying in Eric's bed. I'll make a home out of it anytime I'm there.
Eric's bed?
Great.
Immaculate.
Chef's kiss.
Also, he tells you stories about murder.
He does. You lay in Eric's bed and he tells you about hurting people, violence, the things that he could do to somebody's body. Mm-hmm. And then you leave a little puddle in the bed and you go out.
We really went and laid on each bed like it was what's the fucking, you know what I'm trying to say, the Bears? Where she lays in all the beds.
Like it was, yeah.
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
Yeah. Little Red Riding Hood. I knew it was wrong.
I was going to say the three blind mice. I don't know why.
I'm going to say, out of the three of them, it's like Eric's bed is two of one thing and Harrington's bed is two of a very different thing. And I think Frank's bed is just right. I think that Frank has the little bear's porridge.
Can I tell you? I vote Eric's bed to be just right, and then Frank's the second, and then Harrington's not even on the charts because I swear to God, when I say this, Harrington's room smells like a single dad that you see every other weekend when you walk into their house, like old beer and like dust.
He doesn't even drink.
Yeah, he doesn't drink, but it smells like empty beer bottles in there.
There's just something fermenting in there.
There's definitely something you could get drunk off under his bed. An old fruit or something. I could smell it. But the only reason I'm voting Eric's room as the best room is because it's so cold.
I don't like the cold.
Oh, it gets colder than every room. It is so cold.
No, I like to be warm when I'm sleeping.
That is actually fucking insane.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the last 2 nights at my house, you were fucking sweating your little titties off.
I was so hot.
Say a word about it.
I mean, there's nothing to do about it. You guys sleep the way you sleep. What do you want? Am I going to change the living situation in your house?
Kim and I have had a 3-night sleepover so far, and it's been lovely.
It's been really fun. Alex has no fan in her room, and there's no flowing air.
It's central air conditioning. The whole house is just cool.
But it's set at it's central air conditioning. It's central air conditioning hitting you at like a 76.
I don't want it to hit me at all, though. I don't want it to be blowing.
I honestly think it's like a 76 or a 77.
It's like 74.
There's no way. There's no way it's 74.
Yeah, you think your thermometer is better than mine?
I think I know temperature. The way that I think I know can tell what temperature it is. I'm so confident.
What's the temperature in this room right now?
Let me feel her.
Because...
Well, it's hard to say because I was just so hot and cold. Let me see.
Really air them out.
It's pretty cold. Okay, I remember.
What was that move?
I remember it was pretty cold in here when I came in. And
I like the interpretive dance swoop that you did.
Well, I'm trying to feel like with my hands. Ow. It was pretty okay. I hit my hand. It was pretty cold when I came in, right? Mm-hmm. And it was colder than my house feels when I'm sleeping in here. And when I'm sleeping, I keep it at 73. So I know it's below 73 in here. It's below 73. I don't think that it is below 68. There's no way. It's between 68 and 70.
Bobby Hutch, what number is she on?
What is it?
No, I think, yeah.
It might be lower.
I almost fell. It says it's set to 66, but I believe it's around 68 degrees
cool.
in there.
It's 68 degrees in
Pretty
here.
damn good.
Yeah, for sure.
This reminds me of last night when Kim suggested the best game ever. If you have a group of close friends who really love
Alex,
each other.
hold on. I need to pause for a second.
Yeah? Okay, your inner thermometer is better than mine. It's fine.
I knew the exact degrees in here.
I was just going to compliment you on the body count game, okay?
The body count game was fun, but was it funner than whose cum would be the best?
No, hold on. Last night we played 2 really fun games. One of them is where you go around to everybody in the room and just talk about them out loud and guess how many people they've had sex with.
That was fun.
We're
not going to reveal numbers.
We're not going to reveal numbers, but we really had fun because it was a room of like 8 different people who we knew pretty well. Mm-hmm. And you were pretty good at it, Kim.
I can guess numbers the way I can guess tempies.
And then the who's in which order would I take the cum of the men in the room is also a really fun game to play.
The way we are so sexual and don't really like
we were the two
mean
of us,
it to these guys.
The 2 of us were laying in Eric's bed under his covers while everybody else is basically sitting on the floor. We were just rating their cum.
And we were shaming them too. We were like, you look like you've got some icky cum.
Like, what do you eat? What's your diet like?
Too much meat, bottom of my list.
Yeah, Eric eats a lot of meat, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we won't reveal our answers to that either, I guess.
Anyways, there's a cum list and people are on it.
Dude, I've had so much fun this weekend with you. I wish you would stay for longer.
Me too. I remember when I booked my flight, I was like, I think I'm staying for too long.
You're like, 5 days is going to be way too long. Yeah, you should have stayed for like 3 weeks.
Right. Well, I didn't know how it was going to be. Like, I didn't know if anything was going to be open or...
We're having fun here.
What the fuck was happening around here, around these parts. But it's nice to be back. We've done a lot of fun stuff on our trip. Me and Alex did Guys We Fucked.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
You guys.
Shout out to Corinne and Christina because their podcast was truly 2 hours of therapy for us.
When we left, we were like, I feel better.
I know. Me and Alex both left after the podcast and we were like...
To be honest, if you listen to this show regularly and you are curious about actual things going on in our lives, you need to go listen to that episode because I never thought that I would tell so much about myself on a podcast, like really personal shit. It was wild. It was so much fun.
It was really good. We did Guys We Fucked. We did Legion of Skanks. Alex produced the show and I did it last night.
You were so funny.
And now we're doing 2 today.
Doing.
Oh, wait. No, we're not. We would never do.
Yeah, we're doing the show and Godfrey show.
Yes. The way we just tried to play that off was hilarious. You guys, we're recording 2 podcasts today. I don't know why we're saying it like it's some dangerous secret. I'm in town, so we're recording 2. I mean, it's not a crime.
We already said she's only going to be here for 5 days, all right? We have a limited amount of time to get these done.
I got to say right now, I don't know why we feel guilty about it. It's not a crime to do more than 1 podcast together in a day.
No, we brought shirts to change into, and if we look different next week, it was for you.
Alex literally looked at me like, we're doing 2 because we're doing Godfrey later, you mean?
Because you look scared when you...
I got scared because you looked up at me like we pulled the rug.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. Dude, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
We can continue this podcast and just cut it and then post them both like that.
We can just forget the whole thing, honestly.
I quit the podcast.
Oh, shit. Dude, dinner the other night. We went to dinner the other night, and Kim just reminded me of, like, I feel like it was an experience that reminded me of, like, oh, Kim's the friend in my life who's showing me how I should be treating myself.
Why?
So, like, a week ago, when we were recording last week's show, actually, like, remotely, we discussed going out to dinner. So we invited
the way that I invited every single person I've ever cared and not even loved.
We invited so many people to dinner. It was crazy. We threw a group chat together with just about
poor
everyone.
Dylan. He's literally
sitting right there.
This is a rough one. This is a rough one for Dylan to take.
This is really...
Because
Oh no, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. Dylan and G Mike, the 2 people who never got invited to dinner, the only 2 people. Can I tell you, we invited G Mike's brother. We don't even know him.
I'm sorry. I wasn't in charge. Well, my tongue is so orange. I wasn't in charge of the fucking invite list.
Kim wasn't in charge of anything, which is why so I text.
It wasn't me.
I text about 14, 15 people, okay?
But the way that I just said, we texted people we didn't even care about, the ones we hate, and then I look over and Dylan is just holding a finger gun in his own mouth.
Crying. Can I tell you, on Saturday night at Comedy Fight Club, Harrington said something about dinner right in front of Dylan, and I thought to myself, oh, we should invite Dylan to dinner, and it just slipped my mind like so far beyond. I think I said it twice, actually. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. It's really funny. I mean, G-Mike's taking it great because we invited his brother. I still don't know who that is.
We didn't.
Oh, we didn't? Okay, I was like, I still don't know who he is. But yeah, we went...
So Eric told us to make. I'm asking for suggestions for like where we should make a reservation because New York's like half closed and the restaurants you can only eat on the street. It's all weird. And he's like, "Yeah, dude, there's this place called Supper. Is that a good Eric?"
That's really good.
There's a place called Supper on the Lower East Side, and man, it's really good. You're gonna love it. So I made a reservation.
The way that Eric talks so slow and is so... The dumber he sounds is the hotter he gets. I don't know what it is. I'm going to say it right now on Gas Digital. I'm disrespecting my colleagues. Eric is fine.
Yes, it's not a lie.
There's nothing...
She's not lying.
It cannot be hidden. Eric is fine. He's like... This is what he said last night. He's like... Bro, I was just chilling at my hotel room one time. I walked in and there was some crackhead in my bathroom, and I put him in a back to belly. I did some double underhooks. I put him in a back to belly suplex, and then I put him in a rear naked choke. And when I was choking him, I was thinking, yeah, he's just gonna have to die. And I was like, I have to go clean up the slop in my pants.
Excuse me while I dry myself.
I just drooled on the mic. It's been a while.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, so he tells us to make a reservation at Supper. And can I tell you, 12 people confirmed for this dinner.
12.
We had a table for 12. I set
12.
it all up. A table for a dozen people.
1 dozen. I thought I had enough friends to at least have
11 friends there. But it was like, and also day of, it was like the night before, everybody was motherfucking confirmed so hard.
It's the fact,
so hard.
if you cancel day of, you're a piece of shit.
The way that, okay.
You're a piece of fucking shit.
Shall we go one by one?
If you cancel day of, what happened was you just changed your mind, and there's nothing else to it. I don't know what else to say. I'm a big day of canceler.
The way that I invited everybody to this dinner was, hey guys, dinner for Kim's birthday on Sunday night. Let me know if you're coming or if you don't like Kim. So I made it very clear, you're to come to this dinner if you're friends with Kim. I fucking said it right in the message.
If you didn't come to this dinner, we're not friends anymore. I want you to know this.
Bobby!
Yeah, that's not fair.
Why? Why? Because you had a little tiny throaty.
What, he had a tickle in his throat? He thought he had the Rona.
Well, no. I don't want to infect everybody that I care enough about.
I don't like having a tickle in my throat.
Oh, it's a global pandemic and the whole studio will shut down if I get everybody
how nervous
sick.
You get, Kim.
A tickle in the throat reminds me of sucking cock.
A little tickly? It could be the Rona. I guess I can't come to supper with me.
Bobbity wobbity, and I don't feel good.
I know how nervous you get about the whole sickness thing, and I really was not feeling good Saturday. I slept for like 14 hours on Saturday, and I woke up on Sunday still feeling the same way. So I was like, I don't want to get everybody sick.
It doesn't sound well right now, to be honest.
The way he doesn't have enough air in his lungs. The way
I'm telling you, I woke up that day very
wait, stop. You need to leave right now. Fuck the dinner. You shouldn't be around us today.
Get out of here,
this is my impression of Bobby 45 seconds ago. He's like, Kim, I wanted to go. I slept dinner
14 hours.
I still don't feel good.
Bobby, you're excused from dinner.
Bobby, you have an excuse.
Bobby and his girlfriend are excused.
She could have came.
She did want to go.
She could have
came.
But
I was like, they're all going to be nervous because you were with me the whole time. So I really was thinking of you guys first.
Let me tell you, I've been in Florida for 6 months. I've been doing jujitsu. I've been fucking. People have been breathing in my mouth every day for literally a rotation of 15 people breathe in my face 4 days a week. And they lay on top of me and go in my face. And all of those people are doing jujitsu. All of those people are doing jujitsu, which means they're all doing whatever they want.
That's true.
So it's not real. It's not real.
The fact that there's no masks at jujitsu is crazy.
Why would there be masks at jujitsu?
Because they're spitting in each other's mouths.
Does anybody know how getting sick works? If you're doing jujitsu with a mask or without, you're gonna get sick.
That's true.
Sweating on each other.
That's a good point.
It's like people forgot. We're at a dinner. They have a plastic fucking shield the size of my palm separating me and the other table, and that's what makes it okay for us to go out. It's fucking stupid.
I agree.
It's stupid. It's either we're all should go or not. What's this half shit? And then you're getting judged for doing it?
Yeah, you're heated. Are you all right?
Yeah.
All right. You're good. I'm happy you're doing jujitsu. You look fucking great.
I gave myself a headache a little.
Don't do that. You look good.
Thank you.
You should feel good.
You know what I keep noticing in the camera that I've never noticed? My hairline. Why does one go so far out and one go so far back? Are you seeing this?
I'm seeing it. I think it's just the little dip you got today. I think you dipped it.
Oh my God. It looks like someone ended road work early. It's really sad. You know, we don't got to fill this pot in with concrete. Forget it.
I think you look pretty.
Thank you.
I have a gripe with the 5 other people who didn't show up.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go through the list of these pieces of shit.
Chris from Brooklyn and his fucking girlfriend who decided last minute the night before, we want to come to dinner.
They begged to be on the list.
Invite us. They weren't even in the original group. They were on the Dylan list.
Dylan wasn't even on the list. And Fega, or should I call him Faker, said he was coming to my dinner, and then he bailed. And I texted him, and he didn't text me back.
You know who else bailed?
Who?
Motherfucking Shannon. Rude. She said she was the first person to respond to the group. She said, first of all, she had the audacity to correct me on the date. I said Sunday, 9/7. She said, if you mean the 6th, I can make it. Can you, Shannon? Because you didn't.
My name's Shannon. I'm so pretty. Ew, I'm pretty. I know the difference between the 6 and the 7.
I've got rainbow hair. I think I'll go bartend and make some extra money instead of going to dinner with my friends.
Oh, look at me. My name is Shannon. My lips are full. I don't need lip injections because I have nice lips.
The worst of all of them.
The worst who?
Well, actually, he's not the worst. He did show up later, but Mike Harrington missed dinner as well. Let's not
Harrington.
forget.
To do fucking BYM? To literally do a podcast with Lewis and Bisping?
Michael Bisping.
Who Alex knows, by the way, in case
Honestly?
anybody's wondering. They're very, 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 very close.
Honestly, he's the only one on my good list.
Bisping?
You're
and your wife-
forgiven for not coming to dinner. The Bispings are forgiven.
Well, they were there in our heart.
Always with us.
We literally put a seat for the Bispings. We had 2 extra chairs.
I put Rebecca's picture on a seat so that I could think of her.
It was my birthday dinner. We brought out a cake and sang it to Rebecca.
I hope she liked it.
Happy birthday, Rebecca.
We love you.
Happy my birthday.
But yeah, so we get to supper. First of all, we get to supper. I think it's your fault, Kim. I think it's your fault.
It's not. It's
No?
not.
All right.
But go ahead. I'll let you tell your story, but I'll interrupt and tell you it's not.
Well,
It's not.
You told me you would. You warned me.
I always keep a promise.
We get there, and immediately, I don't know, we're walking up to the place, and Kim is like giving me some kind of lecture about having too many heavy drugs in my bag while I'm smoking weed on the street.
The
It was
way
like
that-
a mom thing.
Okay, first of all, the way that I was like, we were smoking a joint, and I go, I can't remember. Is this legal here? Because at this point, I don't know what state is and what state isn't. And Alex is like, absolutely not. I think it's a ticket. And then we're walking, and I just remember how many substances Alex has on her. And when I'm not going to call Alex out, but I want you to know it was at minimum 5 felonies. Minimum. It was...
I think it was one big felony, not...
No. It was a bunch broken up because not only does she carry way too many hard drugs, way too many, she also carries them in a bag as if she's about to distribute them because she is.
No, I'm not. They're all for me.
Last night. Oh, should we not say that Alex is
I didn't
Griselda
sell-
Blanco
I
of New
didn't
York?
sell anyone anything. I gave them out to my friends for free.
But it doesn't look like that. That's what I'm saying. The way they're carried, they look like they're being distributed. And that's another charge.
So Kim is
And so
yelling all of this at me as we walk up to this
We're
five-star
smoking a
restaurant.
joint. She has hard drugs on her, and her backpack literally says the words made out of 100% hemp. It couldn't be more of a drug dealer's backpack. Like, it is, Alex is wearing hippie pants. Her nipples are out. Her hair is long. She's got a hemp backpack. She obviously has drugs in her backpack.
Yeah. So what?
So I was worried.
Okay, so we walk up to the restaurant, and Kim, do you want to take it? Because from here, I was checked out. I was too worried about you judging me that I was like, let's just sit down and eat. And then suddenly your world was collapsing.
So let me tell you, we're walking up to supper. And already, as soon as we're walking up, the second we're walking up, I hate the vibe. I hate it. I'm a fun girl. I'm not the kind of girl that wants to get with the Gas Digital crew and go clink fucking very thin wine glasses at each other. I don't know what else to say.
Told us after the fact, she was like, well, after we left this place, she goes, I don't know. I just didn't like the way the glasses clinked.
I didn't. Every time I was quiet, I was like, clink. It was so fucking annoying. And it's like, we're degenerates. You know what I mean? Like, I want to save this kind of dinner for like some meeting I'm having with someone that I have to go to and they're paying for it.
That's fair.
This is not where I want to go with my friends and shoot tequila, where they're clinking. I don't want to go to Clinkyville.
That's
for
true.
this. So we pull up to supper, and I'll call out the place. Supper, sue me for supper. If you hate it, sue me for defamation. Because allegedly, if I say that word, you cannot sue me on this podcast. So allegedly, you fucking stink. we walk up. And everybody is already aware that we do not belong there. And I know for a fact that I care so much about other people's opinions. And I do. I'm not going to be a fake bitch that pretends that I don't. I do. And I watch and I read rooms. I know exactly what, out of the 15 tables, at least 3 were thinking of us. 3 with 5 people each. It was a lot of people. And this one bitch in the green dress was disgusted at us. She was like literally disgusted.
Yeah, because we looked hot. What do you want?
No, she was disgusted that a spick would ever be there.
Oh, no.
Yes. I saw it. What, Bobby?
Jesus Christ. Kim, what about the waiters?
They were serving her. It's how she likes it. So I look at her like that. Like, what, bitch?
Do you really think it was a race thing? You think she saw your brownness? I swear I thought it was because I had my entire belly out. I thought that it was because I looked like a hoe.
I don't know what it was, but it made me annoyed. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I thought it was like maybe we weren't dressed up enough.
We weren't.
You were wearing your hippie outfit and I was wearing Air Maxes. Like, we weren't there. We weren't dressed up for a
like,
5-star Italian
fuck
meal.
That. Why should I have to dress up to go to that restaurant? What if I want to fucking pay the money, eat the food, be comfortable, be myself? What if I have money and I don't dress like that?
And that was why I decided to sit down. Mm-hmm. I said, fuck that. I'm the kind of person that I plan on wearing whatever I want to wherever I want. So I'm going to sit down. And then I hear the clinks, and the music's like, waffle, swaff, waffle, swaff, waffle, swaff. And then you hear clink, and then you hear words like tax bracket, clink, and like it was just like I was like, do you guys know me at all? Do you know where I would like to eat?
This was all Eric's idea. And he put it in the chat. Days ago, and you were like, yeah, wherever. So
then...
You forgot how we were seated.
Eric also canceled, by the way.
Eric canceled and he picked this place.
We forgot it. He's the worst of them all.
He's forgiven.
Honestly, it's all right.
He's still top of my list for next year. So then we go up to the host, who honestly looks like he could be... one of the servers.
Yes.
He doesn't look like a fancy host at a fancy restaurant.
No, he was dressed exactly like the servers.
Like a bar back.
He might have been twins with one of the servers.
Right.
They have the same face.
They were brothers, and just one got a better shift that day.
Yeah.
He doesn't look up at... He already saw who we were walking up, so he already decided it's not in any interest of him to actually like look up and keep eye contact with us while communicating. And he just sort of looks down the list, doesn't say hello, doesn't say welcome. We're like, hey, we have a reservation for Kim. And he scrolls up and then he points to the corner. He goes, you guys are over there in the corner. And just the way he said it, I was sick.
You didn't have to even tag that within the corner. You could have just said you're over there, or you could have fucking walked us to the table, but God forbid.
He did say in the corner too, like that. He's like, you're over there in the corner.
It was like dark in the corner. It was the only like unlit area, I swear to God.
It said coloreds only.
They didn't want anyone to see us over there.
They put a shade down. I don't know why. They put a shade down, and on the other side of the shade was nice white people. It looked like they were sitting at the table.
The partition had a nice family painted onto it.
It was like a frame when it already has a picture in it.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess long story short, Kim was like, fuck these people, we're leaving.
Yeah, and Alex was like, we can't leave. We have to notify them. Call the presses. Tell them. Must we call their manager? What? But they've already brought us 5 waters. And I was like, fuck their waters. Let's go.
Like, it's not illegal to walk away from the table.
And we left. And then we went to a Jamaican spot, and it was so fucking fun.
We ordered so much food. It was great.
It was so good.
It was delicious. I didn't think we'd finish all of it, and we nearly did.
We did.
It was great. Mm-hmm. Could I talk about what happened this morning? Because I've been dying to get into it. I can't believe
this morning is truly one of the most embarrassing things that have ever happened to me in my entire life.
I support that. You should be a little bit embarrassed for sure. And even though it was just me and Harrington, it was some crazy shit.
So we're talking about energy this morning. We're talking about energy and how you can sometimes see it, and how sometimes you can feel a different energy in the room, and sometimes like, do you guys feel like the air looks like staticky sometimes?
Like, especially we're talking about how like it was stronger when we were kids. Like when you're a kid, you could kind of see static all the time.
And I was like,
what
I
is
could
that?
see it.
Yeah.
And I'm scrunching my eyes. I was like, no, I can really see it. And I'm scrunching my eyes more like this.
And
then
can I just say, as Kim is doing this, we were talking about it for like a couple minutes, but then as Kim is doing this, me and Harrington kind of we're all sitting on Harrington's bed. Me and Mike start our own conversation and kind of lose track of where Kim is at for a second. And I guess you were just looking at the wall?
I was just looking at the wall, trying to see the energy more, and I scrunched my eyebrows. And then I sat back. This is what I think happened. And then I sat back and I pressed my head against the wall, which I think shifted all this skin forward. And I look like this, and my 2 eyebrow hairs right here, sort of, you know when your eyebrow hairs go down, like they don't stay in place and one's like up or down? 2 of them perfectly came down and crossed each other like C's like this and literally made the shape of a head on the wall. Like I was like this, and I saw it and I was trying to move my head and it started following me, and it freaked me out.
I looked up, me and Mike look up at Kim, and dude, she was bawling her eyes out.
I thought a ghost was following me.
She got so scared of the ghost that she saw above Harrington's head.
The ghost in my brow.
Her entire face was bright red. Her eyes were bright red. She had already, by the time I looked up, 15 or 20 tears coming down her face, and she was like,
it was truly the first time I ever thought I really saw a ghost in my entire life. If you guys could see the way these 2 hairs perfectly made the shape of a head, it was insane.
My heart sank because I was like, something's really wrong with Kim, because she was crying suddenly out of nowhere, and I was like, Kim, what happened? What's wrong? And the way she was like, I can't tell you.
I was like, I think I saw a ghost. I'm scared. I was like, is this room
You didn't
haunted?
even say the ghost thing. You were afraid to say the word ghost. You were like, I can't talk about it.
It looked like a ghost.
And she was still actively crying, and she was like, I can't tell you. I can't. And she was like really upset. So genuine, man. She was fucking crying. And then she was like recovering for about 5 minutes, and I guess she scrunched her eyebrows in the same
I tried to see it again, and then I saw my one other hair come down, and I was like, wait, because I saw it again for a second, and then another hair came down, and I was like, maybe it wasn't a ghost in the room, and it's always been in my brow.
The tears, man, oh my God. It was so real. It was so real. I felt so bad. I thought that you were genuinely a psychic, and I was like, don't be afraid of your powers. I even said that. I said that to her.
She said that to me. I thought I saw a ghost.
She was like, I don't want to use my powers anymore. I was like, Kim, don't fear them. You need to harness them.
I was like, Matilda.
Fuck, I can't. Oh, it was really bad.
It was really bad, and it's really embarrassing, and I'm glad I could come tell it to the world.
Man, oh, fuck. I've never seen you cry like that.
I've never been truly, because, you know, it's one of those things where you talk about energy and ghosts and spirits, but it's another thing the moment it really gets proven to you, and it didn't, but I thought that was my moment where I was like, shit, this is fucking real. And in my head, I was like, I called something into my life. Am I going to be haunted forever? And I'm going to be like the Sixth Sense kid. Is this a devil that I like opened some portal to?
Right.
I really got terrified that the supernatural was like a real... It might be. It probably is.
You saw something in my house that literally checks out.
Oh, yeah. I had a really weird... We should talk about that. Mm-hmm. This is our actual weird situation. I really saw something at Alex's house in her room, in the spare room and in the mirror. And I went downstairs and I told her mother and I described it. And I literally described her dead uncle.
Yeah, he like died when he was 24 of a heroin overdose in the house.
I was like, this guy looks
I've
like
always
this.
thought he's there. Every time I like trip, I like kind of sense him there, and sometimes I feel like he's fucking with me, and I feel like he likes to play. And I didn't know him; he passed away before I was born. But I always asked my mom things about him, like was he like a prankster? Like would he like to play tricks? And she's like, yeah, 100%. Like, that's
and what
his
did
whole
I tell your
character.
mom? Before I knew it was her uncle, before I knew anyone died in that house that was an uncle, before I knew any of that, what did I say? I felt like I saw behind me. What did he do?
She said that she saw like a really tall man in the corner who was like basically like.
Gotcha, like
gotcha,
that, like that,
boom,
like he like jumped out to scare me, but was like kidding, And I was like, did I just see that? And then I went downstairs. I was like, I think I just saw a ghost try to prank me. And your mom was like, oh, yeah, that's Uncle Richard.
That's Jackie for
Oh, yeah,
ya.
yeah. She was like, that's Jackie. That's Uncle Jackie. Nothing to see here. He
Nothing
just
to
comes.
fear.
Sometimes you'll see him walking up and down the stairs. I was like, what?
We don't see
I was
him.
like, did I legitimately just identify a ghost and you confirmed?
Yeah, no, you're the only one who's seen him, but we all feel him. Literally, sometimes we go upstairs and we feel like he's purposely trying to freak us out, and we're like, stop it, Jackie, and then like it'll go away.
You can feel the temperature change from downstairs to this specific hallway in Alex's house. The hallway is so cold.
My dog used to refuse to walk down that hallway, and if you put him on the floor in the middle of the hallway, he would lose his footing. His little feet would go so fast, and he would like scrunch up against the wall and just like slip around until he got out of the hall.
That hallway is so cold. I'm going to sleep in it next time I have a sleepover at your house. It's a good temp. Jackie's body, that's where I want to be sleeping. I want to sleep in Jackie's spirits. Get me a good night's sleep at the Scarlatos.
Wait, earlier when you were all scared about the ghost of Harrington, and I was like,
The ghost of my brow.
I was like, Kim, who would haunt Harrington? It would be exhausting. He wouldn't even notice the ghost. He's just too happy and the fucking happy-go-lucky.
Alex kept listing a bunch of reasons why a ghost would never haunt Harrington, and then at the same exact time, we both said, Harrington haunts the ghost.
I really wish it happened on the show.
And we were like, can we make that our podcast title, even if...
Can we recreate this moment somehow? We're both so excited to say it.
That's so funny.
Goddamn.
Fuck, what else?
I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought all of this weekend's things together would last more than 37 fucking minutes. It's like,
Honestly, we have nothing for the next hour, so...
how, we got to run the fucking clock out now.
We gotta go back and go through who has the best cum again, I guess.
Bobby, how's your corona?
Let's start over.
Scrap this one. Scrap this episode. We'll start over and tell the stories a bit longer.
1, 2, 3. Harrington haunts the ghost.
Harrington haunts the ghost.
Dylan, we forgot about you. Fuck it.
It's so funny. It was so funny to me the way that Dylan never made it to the group chat, and the way that 5 times I was like, we should invite Dylan. It'd be real mean not to.
That's hilarious.
And then to say it the way when he's looking into our eyes.
It was pathetic and great.
Amazing.
What else?
Just fantastic.
Just fantastic. The sleepover at Alex definitely improved.
Yeah.
There's absolute improvements. Let me say the food.
Oh, I love this. Wait, our very last sleepover was the night before you left for Florida, and in just the 6 months of quarantine, I've gotten my sleepover shit together.
Well, I slept in the bed. Oh, well, there was an issue the first night under the pillow.
Oh, go on.
Can we talk about under the pillow?
Go on.
Well, Alex did her best. Alex did her best to prepare.
I tried to clean up a little around the room.
She was like, the sheets are clean, the pillowcases are clean. Because I was like, is there cum in here? I asked everyone that before I get in their bed. I was like, how crunchy is the sheets?
I told you there hasn't been cum in my bed for a while.
No, she said that. She said, there hasn't been cum for a while. And I was like, not even your own. Like that. And she was like, no. So I go to lay in her bed, and when you go and lay on a pillow and you go like this, and I feel what seems to be tissue paper.
Maybe a little cotton.
Cotton. And I lift the pillow up from the bed that I was just guaranteed was perfectly clean for my arrival. And there is an old smoked honey pen with lint in the mouthpiece and an old balled up tissue.
And a sock.
The 3 grossest things. She might as well have put some poopy underwear in there. The 3 grossest things. And
Let's not start talking about leaving underwear all over the place, Kim.
I did leave my dirty underwear all over Alex's room and bathroom. At one point, I was like, Alex, this dirty underwear on the floor, I would not leave that exposed like that for you to find, right? That's yours, and you just don't care if I see it. And she was like, no, I think it's yours. I think you were just tired last night. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
It was definitely hers.
And it was definitely dirty. It looked like someone frothed an egg in it.
It was so dirty that I actually saw it, how dirty it was from a standing position, and I knew not to pick it up or look at it. I was just like, that's Kim's dirty underwear that she didn't mean to leave there. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because I'm fucking cool.
It looked like someone drooled on black sheets. Have you ever gotten white out on the skin of your fingers?
So
yeah, there was
but
the tissue.
It wasn't bad. It was just a late night tissue. You know those 6 a.m. tissues that you need sometimes?
I do. Yes, I do.
After you develop a little bit of a habit.
Oh, the 6 a.m. tissue. The ones that come out either with blood or something you can snack on later.
Exactly. It was a little tissue snack. I saved it for you.
Thank you. You're like, here, rub this in your gums. It's my booger.
Here, Kim, I think you could smoke this. It gets you higher.
Take this on the podcast and roll it in a joint. We'll freestyle rap. Yeah, so that was not great, but I'll say that sleeping with Alex, she doesn't move a muscle in the middle of the night. It's really why her bones crack so much. I've never seen anyone stay more still in the night than Alex. She literally, like, this is Alex when she sleeps.
I cuddle up and I'm just in one spot.
She just doesn't move one muscle, and then when she wakes up, it's like... like every bone in her body starts like being like, there's movement. Your bones probably think you got buried alive through the night.
Maybe. My bones have a lot of things to think about. I feel like every night that you were sleeping next to me, I came this close from fucking punching you in the face by accident by forgetting that you're in the bed. So like right before I'd fall asleep, I'd like jerk to the side and try to fucking sprawl out across the whole bed and just remember in the nick of time that you're next to me and that I'm like an inch away from slapping you in the face. So I'm glad that I, in your mind, haven't moved an inch.
I will say every single night there is a vape pen that is just like somewhere on me, in my back, like in my crack, on like
I'm not gonna lie,
falls on my cheek. There's like always just like some smoking device like in my. I woke up with like a fucking what are those things that you what's that thing?
Oh,
I woke up with that imprint in my forehead.
Yeah.
Like there's just always like a plastic.
I slide my hands under the pillow.
This bitch is never sober.
I slide my hands under the pillow with a nicotine pen in one hand and a smoked honey pen in the other, and I sleep like this.
She does. It's really a part of her body now.
If I wake up and I need to smoke,
She just suckles. She suckles under her pillow.
I suckle quietly.
She takes a few suckles of her pens. She blows her coke nose, and she goes back to sleep like a good little girl.
The way that I respectfully hit my bong so slowly that I almost fainted, so that you wouldn't wake up from the damn bubbles.
Oh God, that's so funny. Do I move a lot in the night?
No, not too much.
Really?
Your titties fall out a little bit.
My
tell you that.
titties do fall.
Kim, I haven't slept a night in bed with her without her titties falling out, which is why this morning I had to ask Francis if your titties fell out. I wanted to know if he got
Francis, did my titties fall
got a little
out?
surprise.
I want everyone to know that me and Francis didn't have sex and we're not in a relationship.
Neither did me and Harrington.
No, not that I saw.
Not that he saw.
No, you were completely like Eskimo.
Well, that's because.
bundled up.
But you know what? Let me tell you what it was. I don't sleep with a shirt on. It really bothers me to sleep with a shirt on. So why you saw my titties was because I was sleeping in a tank top so that I could pull the straps down in the middle of the night and just not be topless next to you, and it could feel like there's no top. And so I pull the straps down below, and it's almost like a tube top when I sleep, because I don't like anything touching my neck.
But then you shuffle around a little bit, and your nips pop out.
My nips pop out, but I can quickly pop. It's not like I would just hate for me to be like with my hot tits and I curl over and hold you.
No, I get that, but I did see your titties, and I was jealous.
So
very nice.
So with Francis, I knew I couldn't take the risk of wearing a tank top because I knew I slip out a little. So I want to know if you noticed this, Francis. I slept with a big t-shirt, but I covered my
I noticed that while you were napping last night. Can I say, last night at about 4 a.m., Kim went to sleep for about 45 minutes, and at like 4:45, everybody else was getting ready to go to sleep. We were like, now's the time. We're all going to turn in. And just then, Kim woke up and put on a fucking 2-hour show for us.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do? Why don't I remember this?
You don't remember waking up and, demanding attention from every corner to the point where I was really tired. There was a point where I was tired and Kim was kind of just talking to the room, and I drifted off and started kind of just looking at the wall and being comfortable, and she yelled at me.
I made Harrington tickle my back while I sat up, and then I made Frances and Alex watch, and I said they weren't allowed to turn away while I was getting rubbed.
Actually, Harrington charged for the massage, and she made me pay for it.
That's actually true. I actually did make Alex pay for my massage.
And me and Frank had to watch the massage from beginning to end to make sure that Harrington's fingertips were white.
And that he wasn't sexually harassing me. I made them watch Fabona.
We both watched.
I said, make sure he stays soft.
Frank was watching for Bona. I was watching for quality.
Thank you for Bona watching.
I thought that was on Alex.
Frank, did you notice that when I slept in my t-shirt, I put the t-shirt over my chin?
No, I didn't notice.
Did you notice, Alex?
I noticed it while you were napping.
And that is so the shirt doesn't touch my neck while I sleep, because I can't be wearing a tube top.
Ah, it's a neck thing. It's not even a nip thing. Okay.
It's a neck thing. You'll notice a lot. I never wear t-shirts like this.
Right.
They're always like lower cut, because the thought of something touching anything above my collarbone makes me sick.
No chokers for you.
No, absolutely not. Sometimes I don't know what it is. I have a like a sensitivity to like this area. It's something about this chakra, I swear to God. In every picture I take, this shit's all blue. But I'm really sensitive right here. Probably because my voice is so powerful. I don't want anything touching it.
Yeah, that's why people's necks are sensitive. You must be a doctor.
Sometimes it's so sensitive. If the wind blows, I had to go like this. I swear to God, it's so.
She's a flower. What do you want?
If the wind is blowing, sometimes you'll see me walking like this because it bothers me that the wind touches my neck.
Your throat chakra might be just extra powerful. Maybe it's
or maybe it's blocked.
Maybe. I don't know enough.
Can you guys tell me why? Why do you think my throat?
Does a chakra look blocked to you?
Check my shocks.
Check a shocky.
It just seems like that's a sensitive part. I have sensitive parts too.
Which
We all have
part?
Do you like it when your girlfriend kisses it?
Actually, no, I don't.
What part is yours?
Really, that's my favorite thing on earth.
What's your sense?
Neck kisses? Are you kidding me? Kiss my neck all night. We don't need to fuck.
You know, I've become a lot less sensitive. Like, I used to be really sensitive when I got kissed on my neck, and like my going like this to my back used to feel so good. And those that sensitivity went away.
That's really sad.
Areas.
I could literally take that over penetration.
No, I used to be able to literally come from being neck kissed, and now I can't really feel it.
I just want to be pet. Is that all right? Can someone pet me?
Where's your sensitive areas?
The back of my neck.
The back?
Ever since I got a haircut as a little kid with the buzzer on the back of my neck, anybody scratching it or just lightly tickling it, it paralyzes me.
Now he comes every time he's at the barber.
I have two spots actually.
Oh.
I have my belly button. I hate it. I hate anyone touching.
So
my
this
belly
isn't good. Like, this isn't a pleasurable.
No,
I feel
not at
wait,
all.
Frank's. You meant that
you
feels
like
good, right? Okay.
That's okay. What's the other one?
So you hate the belly button,
and
Bobby?
my toes. I hate someone touching.
Question
my
about your
toes.
belly button for everyone. And I don't know if I've already said this on this podcast. If I take my finger and I push it deep into my belly button and I push hard, it hurts my vagina hole.
You're not supposed to push too hard into your belly button.
But it hurts my vagina.
You shouldn't do it to begin with.
I know, Alex. I know that my finger shouldn't belong in my stomach and I shouldn't push forcefully until it hurts my pussy. Thank you.
So why are you talking to me about it?
Because I need to tell you that it happens. And I need... Dylan, can you push really hard in your belly button and tell me if you feel it in your dick right now?
Can you feel it in your vagina, Dylan?
Do you feel it?
Dylan, does your pussy hurt? He doesn't have a belly button.
You're going to throw up?
He's too sensitive.
Wow. Can you guys push deep?
I'm not doing that at all.
Frank,
There's no
Can
way.
someone do it? Just try pushing.
Where's
I
Harrington
just
when you
did.
need
I
him?
did not feel it in my dick.
You didn't feel it?
Gay Mike. Can you push hard on your belly button? Push hard and tell me if you feel it in your dick. Like push, keep pushing. Do you feel it in your dick hole? Oh,
No.
he said he's fat.
He's fat. He's right.
Alex, can you try?
Yeah. How hard?
Like just stick it in the hole.
I don't want to stick it in the hole.
Why?
Because that's not a hole for sticking things in.
Can you Google it for me, Bobby, and tell me why I feel my pussy in my belly button? Say, when I push in my belly button, I feel it in my vagina. And see if this is... Do you think this happens to other people or just me?
My vagina certainly doesn't go as deep as my belly button.
I think there's a vein that connects those two.
Yuck. Ouch.
It has to be a thing.
Maybe.
It fucking has to be. Because that happens to me.
There's a ligament byproduct of a connection of the bladder with the umbilical cord.
Ah.
There's hold on.
You sensed your own connection. You know yourself, sister.
Which is connected to your urethra.
That's exactly where I feel it.
And by the extension of your genitals.
Yep.
I feel it by the extension of my genitals.
I knew my belly button led to the extension of my genitals.
Good for you.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I can't believe no one else can feel that.
I don't want to push that hard.
When you touch inside your belly button, you stimulate a nerve ending, causing that sensation.
I don't like being touched on like around my hip bones. I shudder. Like I can't. Like it's too sensitive that like I freak out. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what the most sensitive is for me, and this might be too sexual.
Go for it. The clitoris.
The like my thigh area right outside of my vagina.
Yes.
The way that is so fucking
I like that one,
sensitive.
though. I don't mind being caressed that.
It's literally too much for me to handle.
That's like my hips are like that.
It's like I can't take it's like
I'll kick you. I will fucking kick you with my like
you know when you come and then people keep trying to go? Mm-hmm. That's what it feels like touching the inside of my thighs is.
Interesting.
Oh, speaking of coming, have I ever told you guys when I came out of my ear?
No, tell us now.
Okay, this is true. You know how you have my vibrator and I put it on my ear the first time
Yes, Kim was finally reunited with her vibrator when we saw each other. Kim's vibrator has just been at my house for 6 months, just rotting away. It still had battery power somehow. I was really impressed. I was like, what brand is that? Mine's running out just before I come fucking once a week. I can't handle it anymore.
The way when a vibrator runs out before you come, do you even finish or do you just give up?
No, I finished, but it's difficult. It keeps me up an extra hour. It's like, son of a bitch, now I've got to start from scratch and do all the work myself.
It's a whole group project that the whole group left on.
It's really crazy. And I never think to charge it. I'm never horny enough when I'm not masturbating to be like, I should charge my vibrator
every time
for later.
I'm not horny, I'm like, I'll never need this thing again.
I'll never need it again. And just when I need, like, I swear to God, every time I masturbate, I'm like, this may or may not be the night that it poops out on me. It happens all the time.
Don't you hate it when you feel you're about to come and you can feel it slowing down the vibration?
It gives you a 2-minute warning.
It's like this. You're about to come. It's like,
and you're like, oh no.
Then you're like, you push it harder on yourself.
You push it harder. You start moving it around. You start moving it around.
You're like, well, I can make up for what it's lost, maybe.
You know that you only have about 10 more seconds, and it stresses you out so much.
Sometimes that part makes me come.
Oh, really? The
thought that I might lose it makes me come. I'm like, this is wild. This is a crazy adventure I'm on with me.
You have just like a fucking time limit on it, and you're like, it's now or never, baby. No. That takes me out of it completely, and I end the night very disappointed. Anyway, you got your vibrator back, and she did do something weird.
I put it right to my ears. The first thing I did.
She told me that 9 times out of 10 that thing touches her, it touches her ear.
It's true. It very rarely goes on my vagina. The way that it is mostly on my earlobe. If you take a vibrator, and if you can see this, and you put it right here on your ear, what's this part called?
Yeah, that's the ear knob.
The knob, and you push on the knob, sort of so that you Is it not a knob?
No, but I like that we're going to keep doing that.
You push on the knob sort of as if you're closing your ear with the vibrator and just let it like this, like open and close that hole over and over
Let
again.
the vibrator fuck your ear hole.
Like open and close it, open and close it.
Like as if this little tip in the front of your ear is a clitoris.
Yes. Yes. You treat that thing as the clit. Listen. You put the vibrator up to there. I've only came out of my ear once and it was only the left ear.
Okay.
But when the first time I ever did this, it was because my ear was itchy. And I just put it up there and the way it was like a scratch that I've never been able to itch. It literally was like, Alex, I don't know what else to describe besides the fact that my ear came. Like as soon as I put it up, I was like, oh, it was like a scratch that was being relieved. And it wasn't even horny. Like it didn't make me wet.
I was just going to ask you, was it sexual? Did it connect to your vagina?
It connected nothing to my vagina, but it was literally an orgasm in my ear, a non-sexual orgasm. It was like if an itch can give you, you know, when someone scratches your back, it's like if that spot gets like more intense, and then started tingling. It was literally like my ear came. Like I put it on my ear and it was like relieving the itch. And then suddenly my ear started, I was like, I literally went like this.
Just really, the only
And
thing
it was like throbbing for a few minutes and I had to stop.
the only thing that could make that better is if some wax just drips out of the head.
So if your ears ever came, tweet at me.
Wow.
I want to know.
Wow. My ears never came.
If someone's had to
My
come out of
nipples
their
have
ear.
come, but it was connected to my vagina.
Right, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I came in a dream.
Oh, I've come in dreams.
Yeah, I've woken up coming.
Oh, I like to wait until after I've finished coming to wake up.
Oh, okay. We both have wet dreams. That's so masculine of us. Nothing could be more masculine than both of us having wet dreams regularly.
I swear to God, whenever I have a wet dream, the person I'm fucking in the dream will inevitably change to another person halfway through
Always.
fucking them. And I'm like, I wanted to be fucking the other guy.
Always. I'm fucking at 10 and I look up. It's on my uncle who died 50 years ago. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Uncle Jerry.
Literally, that's my uncle's name.
Really?
Yes.
Unky?
Unky Jerry.
Unky Jer?
Unky Jer.
Wow, I'm a psychic.
You are. Be careful with your brows. They might scare you.
Damn it. Oh, shit, Kim. I was so worried about you. You have no idea.
I'm glad I'm okay. I'm glad I don't see ghosts.
I thought we were going to need to admit you.
I thought I was going to need to be admitted.
She wouldn't even tell us what was wrong. I swear to God.
I was like, didn't want to talk about it anymore. I thought it hurt me. I was like, that shit hurt me. It was just my hairs.
Simply just me hairs.
All right. I think we should finish this one. This was a fun ass episode.
Yeah, I miss having you here.
It's been wonderful to be back.
Truly.
And now we're going to have to stop this episode and wait one whole week before we record the next one.
Yes. A long time.
It'll be so long.
We're going to have so many experiences. Tune into next week's episode. We've got a lot to say on it, I'll bet.
We just keep saying how we didn't invite Dylan to my birthday dinner.
Dylan, better luck next year, okay?
All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Broad Topics. Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram and TikTok at Kim Congdon. And Alex, what about you?
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at I am Alex Scar, and subscribe to gasdigitalnetwork.com. You can use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX, get a 14-day free trial. Check out our show on demand, every single episode, as well as every single other podcast on the network whenever you want to. Bonus shows, live chat, and more. Definitely tune into Kim's episode of Legion of Skanks. Even if you're not a fan of that show, she fucking brought it. It was really great.
Thank you.
And yeah, have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.